Hello, players and parents. Welcome to this discussion of offensive holes, player positions, numbering, and formations. We've been going over these in practice, but I felt like we needed some review. We have some new players, and it would be good to go over these basic ideas together. So bear with me, I haven't done this in Paint before, but the plan is to go over these things. So the numbering scheme that we use, draw your players for you, is really pretty simple. So let's do the positions, and this is all in the playbook as well. This is the right side of the line. This is going to be our center. You'll see here. This is our right guard, tackle, end. Okay. Left guard, left tackle, left end. Okay. All of these holes over here are going to be even numbers. Okay, and all of these over here are odd. All right, so really simple. Right next to the center and between the center and the right guard, that is 2. That's the 2 hole. Between the right guard and the right tackle, that is the 4 hole. Between the right tackle and the tight end here is 6. And outside of the tight end, this is 8. On the left, between the center and the left guard, that's 1. Between the left guard and the left tackle is 3. Between the left tackle and the left end is 5. And then if we're going outside of the left end, that is 7. Okay? So if you're an offensive lineman and we call a play, the first number in the play is the person that's going to be getting the ball. I'll talk more about that in a second. The second number is the hole it's going through. So if we call it 22 dive, we know it's going through this 2 hole right here. If we call it 18 sweep, we know it's going this way. If we call it 17 sweep, then we know it's going to go over here on the left side. Okay, so that's our basic numbering scheme. Our player positions, let me redraw some of that, and then we can talk about formations and plays a little bit. Let me draw the line again. So here's our center, right guard, right tackle, center, our end, left tackle, or sorry, left guard, left tackle, and if we have a left end here. Okay. In most of our offensive plays, we run a pro set. So we have our quarterback is here, and then we have a fullback who's over the guard on the left, and a tailback who's over the guard on the right. Okay. So this is the QB, equals 1. Our QB is number 1. Our tailback is number 2. And our fullback right here is number 3. Our receivers, And sometimes the receivers are going to get running plays too out of some of our formations and pass plays. This is always X over here. Y is right here. And then our tight end, whether he's on the right or the left, we always call him Z. Okay? So, quick review. QB's 1, tailback 2, fullback 3. X over here, Y. Alright, so if we were calling a 22 dive, we would know what? The first number is the person that's getting it. That is going to be this tailback. And it's going to go through which hole? The 2 hole right here. Okay? 2, 4, 6, 8. Remember? 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so 22 dive. Quarterback's just going to hand the ball off right here to the tailback. And it's going through this hole. This guy knowing we've been working on this guy's running the pitch route this way. Quarterback's going to carry out his fake over this way. Okay? So that tells us 22 dives going right here. Depending on where they line up, these guys are going to block this way. And these guys are going to block this way. Alright? Alright, now let's talk about blocking schemes for a second. A lot of times players come up to the line and they're not quite sure who to block. And here's a couple of different ideas. You know, one of the rules is if a guy's head up over you, you know, that's probably who you should block. And then you need to just make sure you're pushing him in the right direction. If there's not somebody head up over you, then you've got to look and find somebody close to you to block. Okay? So in this example, in this one right here, we're in our pro set. We got our center, here's our quarterback, tailback, fullback, X and Y are out here, and Z's our tight end, he's over here. And the defense is a 4-4. And we got our corners out here, and then there's a safety back here who I didn't draw because he's on our numbering system. Let's say we were running a 38 sweep. Sorry, it's hard to draw and paint. So we know we're going through the 8 hole, it's going to the 3 back. Okay? One thing is on any of our sweep plays, all our receivers know, and we've been working on this, they are always doing a crack block. So they're going to crack down here and block one of the ends. Okay? So we know he's coming. Okay? And he's going to get here. Alright? This receiver, he can do one of two things. He can block like this, or he can just run his guy out of here on a streak. Okay? The minute his guy turns around, he should stop and block him though. Okay. So what is our line going to do here? This is pretty simple. On this one, there's a head up one. He's going to seal him right here. Okay. We know this guy's coming down. Z could do one of two things. He could actually help here. Okay. For a second, and then go help here. Because we're coming right here. Alright. So this has we got a nice seam. We should have a nice seam. We have 3 players on 2 right here. Okay. The center, this guy's kind of off to the right. Center knows this guy's going to get this guy. He's going to seal him here. This guy's going to get this guy. Okay. We need to take care of this linebacker, and we've got this guy right here. Okay. These two can kind of communicate when they come to the line. Probably in this scenario, this right tackle, if he'll go here and get this backer, seal him right there, and then this guy is going to seal right here. Okay, so we're pushing everybody this way. That's leaving, obviously, these two linebackers are unaccounted for, but we're hoping we can get out here and get a scene before these guys get there. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to block this. We left the corner, but on 38 sweep, the 2 is going to block the corner right there. And we've got this nice path right here. Quarterback's going to just hand it off here to the 3 back, and he's coming right up here. So that should be helpful on that 38 sweep, how we're going to block that. In this scenario down here, all right, here's another play, a different set. So that you see, this is a 5-3. Free safety's not, or the safety's not in this one. We got our corners. You count 5 guys here. The 3 backers are right here. Let's do this one in blue. Let's say we're running 23 counter. Counter. Okay, hard to write in paint. What do we know? Well, we're in our pro set again, so we know it's going to the 2 back through the 3 hole, so it's going to go right here. Here's the 3 hole. 1, 3. How are we going to block this? Well, we've got a lot of guys up front. Let's start over here on the right side. If he'll come here and seal here, okay, that'll let this guy conceal here. Our Z can seal here, okay. The X, they're going to seal their guys, X and Y, okay. The best thing probably to do here is for the center to go to this backer, seal here. This left guard can seal here, and we're going to seal here. Okay. Now we're pushing. We got a hole here. Now we do have an unaccounted for linebacker right over the hole. If he feels here, this could be a problem. But we're hoping, because as a counter, we're hoping that our little fake here will fool him, and he'll come this way, and then we can just come back here. Okay. So on 23 counter, 3 back goes this way. That's the fake we're hoping he bites on. We're faking that, and then we're giving to our 2 back, and he's going right up this hole. Okay. So here we're trying to create a lane right here. Okay. Now, out of this is probably the greatest set for this play. If I moved my Z back over here, we'd have one more blocker in this play. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's erase my Z back here. Get him out of here. He's not blocking here anymore. Okay. And we're doing black. Okay, so now let's put our Z back. Oh, sorry, I gotta go back to this. Okay, Z's over here now. So this would be an even better set for this play. So now, instead of this guy going here, we could have Z seal, and this guy goes to the backer, and then we have an extra blocker over here. Okay, so really, depending on the defense, it's about these guys on the line communicating who they're gonna take. All right, if you've got a head up guy, that's an easy one. You're gonna take him. If you don't have somebody head up, you're gonna usually take a backer, and you're going to need to do some communication as to who that's going to be. Okay? So we have basically 5 formations that we'll use most of the time, and we have a couple. We have a punt formation, and then we also have a victory formation, but I won't go over those in this video. The one that we use most often is the one that's showing up right now, and this is pro. And right now it's pro right. Okay. So in this, our Z knows if we say pro right, he's going to be on the right. Okay, so Z is going to be right here, X right here, Y right here, our 3 and our 2 and our 1 always in this position, and then the quarterback, if I say shotgun, he's going to move back to this. Okay. If it's pro left, then Z knows he's got to come over here and set up over here. All right. This is another common formation that we use. It's called strong. The way to remember this is we're going to have an extra guy on the line. So instead of having 2 receivers on opposite sides, we're going to have this receiver on one side, and we're going to have a center, 3 to the right, 3 to the left. So you can guess what this is going to be called. This is going to be called strong left because we have the X out here. Okay? So strong left means he's out here. What happened to our Y who was out here? Well, he slid in, and now he's in a 3-point stance on the line. Okay? So if we, let me erase this really quick. Okay. Get out of here. All right. So strong right, what's going to happen on strong right? It's just the opposite. Strong right means X is going to come in here. Okay, and he's on the line here. And now Y is going to be out here. Okay, so we'll have the 6, 1, 2, 3, plus our center, 1, 2, 3, with Y out here by himself. And then our 1, 3, and 2. Okay, and this is X. Z knows, I said strong right, so Z knows he's going to be right here. On strong left, on strong left, Z is going to be on the opposite side, sorry. Okay, another formation. I'm going to erase one more guy here. Get out of there. Okay. Twins. Means we're going to have 2 receivers on one side. So, and an X and Y are always going to be together. So let's do twins right. Y is going to be on the line of scrimmage. Z is going to be off the line of scrimmage. Okay. Now we have to have 7 guys on the line. So that's kind of why that we do that. And then also, if we're going out for a pass, he can't go out for a pass if he's also on the line with Y, because you have to be in the backfield to go out for the pass, or you have to be the end man on the line. So that's the rule. So it's offset like this. Okay, so twins right. But one of the things is on this call with twins, it gets a little confusing for what the tight end's going to do. So we'll call it twins right, Z right. So that way, or sorry, this should be X. I messed you guys up. That's X. X was over here. He came over here. Z is our end. Twins right, Z right. That's our end. He knows he's going to be over here. If it's twins left, Z left, then he comes over here. And our guys come back over here. All right, for trips formation, triple, we're gonna have 3 to the right of the left. So in this example, we have trips right. It's just like twins, except we're gonna slide one of our running backs out. So if it's trips right, the 2 who was right here is gonna slide out here with the X and the Y. If it's trips left, 3 will slide out, and then X is going to be on the line, Y is off the line. Okay, so that means all 3 of these guys can go out for passes. He's on the end of the line, these 2 are in the backfield, and we're fine there. Okay. Also on this one, we're gonna designate the Z. So this one would be trips right, Z right. Okay, so there's this could be trips left, Z right, he stays there, or trips left, Z left, then he would switch here. This down here is our jet. The running backs need to pay attention to this. We're gonna have 5 or 6 plays out of this jet series. It's a little bit different. Instead of our standard, 3-2 over the guards and then the 1, the 3 here is going to be over the tackle. Okay. It's always out of shotgun when we run our jet. And then 2, he's still over the guard, but he's back. Normally he would be right next to the center or right next to the quarterback out of shotgun, but he's going to slide back here. Okay. X is our jet back, and he's right here. And then Y is on the line. So this is jet right. Okay. So the other thing, just to show you real quick, in jet, we're always going to send this guy in motion. So he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Quarterback raises his foot to get him to go. And then we're either going to give the ball to him or do some kind of a fake and run a different play. Okay, one of the things about jet is X is always the jet back. So Y will never come in here as jet. All right. So if we're running jet left, he's going to rotate over here. Okay. And we'll also designate. So the first one was jet right, Z right, so he stays there. If we did jet left, Z left, he would come here. And because X is always the jet back, if it's jet left, Y has to come over here. And then the 2 is going to slide out over the tackle, so it's just the opposite. And the 3 is going to be behind the quarterback on jet left. Okay, I know that seems like a lot, but you guys are getting it, and we've run through these formations, but just a reminder of what they're going to look like. Okay, back to the beginning. What are the whole numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the center. This is the right guard, right tackle, the tight end. So 2's here, 4 here, 6, 8. Okay? This is our left guard, left tackle, and another tight end. So on the left, center, between center and left guard is 1. Between left guard and left tackle is 3. Between left tackle and left end is 5. And then outside here is 7. Okay, and we don't have, I mean, sometimes teams will have like a 9 hole that would be out here, but we don't have any plays designated that one, or a 10 hole. Okay, all right. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for